Oh, it's Mr. McFeely.
I have seen the future, and he was wearing number 5, and I ain't talking about Robbie Grimsley, folks.
Took out the muffins, took out the trail mix, took out the cookies. They stole the monster cookies.
Wow, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Let's do some broadcasting.
All right, here we are with our guy, Mike McFeely. Joins us each and every Tuesday at 9:35. How I know your segment is so popular, I got emails here like days in advance waiting for, hey, can you ask Mike this when he comes on the show?
Well, what I'll say is I actually have my own email inbox now at the forum.
Really?
Yeah, we have
Your own everything, huh?
We've got
Computer?
the technology.
Laptop?
I have my own laptop. I have an office
With a door and everything?
with a phone
Windows?
and a door and email.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, it's true. And so if people just want to get a hold of me
Well, hey,
directly, they can.
believe me, I know that some people have done that directly too.
Yes,
So,
yes. Hey, before we get going here, I need to
man.
do something here. So
Sure.
I play golf at Village Green
Yes.
Golf Course in South Moorhead.
Right by my haunts.
Your neck
Love
of the
it.
woods.
Yes, it is.
Your nape of the neck. And Randy DeBolt he's the guy. He doesn't run Village Green. He runs the men's league. He's like Mr. That guy. He's just an absolute golf nut. A great American who served this country in the military for many years. Now he's going all over the country. He's played like golf in like 49 states, and he's played almost every golf course in North Dakota. He's that guy.
He's that guy?
Just a nut.
Yeah.
So I walk into the pro shop the other day to play golf, and Randy is helping two gentlemen because it was actually a pretty busy day. And he just stops what he's doing because this is Randy's personality. He stops what he's doing. And he goes, "Hey, I got something for you. You can bring it on the show." And I'm going, "Okay, what? What are we talking about here?" And from behind the counter at Village Green, he produces
Oh, look at that.
This.
Oh, my gosh.
a New York Jets
Look at that.
tractor trailer toy.
I love it.
I have no idea where it came from. I don't know if he had it himself.
Wow.
But
That's fantastic.
But he said, "Yeah, I haven't been able to sell it for 2 years." And I go, "I didn't know it was for sale." But apparently he has like a booth at that antique mall out by the freeway in South Moorhead.
South Moorhead.
And this was
Yep.
in his booth,
Oh.
and he hasn't been able to sell it for 2 years.
Wonder why.
And so, yeah. And he said, "So you need to give this to Izzo."
Oh, that's fantastic.
And he can have it on the set.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
So,
Oh, thank you, Randy. That's great, man. I
so
love it.
He's a regular viewer of the
Yeah,
show,
That's fantastic.
and so
The old jet logo
that's
on there. This is
that's
great.
for
Yeah,
you.
Thank you. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you for bringing that by. That's great. Oh, we need some more clutter.
And there has been times where I think that he has, sort of tweeted at you,
Yes.
and you haven't answered him back, and
Oh.
he's complained about that. Not to throw any rain on the parade here,
I got it. All right.
but just that's sort
All
of
right.
a passive-aggressive way of saying, "Would you answer the guy if he sent you something?"
I will. Absolutely,
Okay.
man.
All right.
Thanks for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Can we get to some emails here?
Sure.
Dom and Mike, big fan of the show. I consistently tune into these segments. I must say you're all providing some of the best coverage of any team in the FCS. I can't imagine.
No, let me stop there. We're providing the best coverage of any team in the FCS, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Well, here's the next part. I can't imagine Northern Illinois or UTEP getting much better coverage either.
They do not.
My question is whether or not you two believe the Nickel Trophy or some replacement of it should be reinstituted for the NDSU UND game. Now that UND is back somewhat into an FCS competitor, it feels like this matchup is deserving of that. I'm too young to know, but the old Nickel Trophy rivalry seemed like an all-time great. Big fan of the show. Just wanted to get your thoughts on it.
No, I'm not a fan of the Nickel Trophy or any iteration coming back. They have their rivalry, which we've seen how big that is against South Dakota State. I don't think you want to have multiple trophies every year, even though like the Gophers play for
I think
like 5 trophies, and it's like none of them matter other than
the last one.
I guess the Floyd of Rosedale matters.
So the pig and the axe.
I mean, they never win the jug,
No.
so that's irrelevant.
Who's that against? Michigan?
Michigan, the little brown jug. What?
They never win it.
No, they don't.
They play like Nebraska. They play for like bits of a chair or something.
I mean, honestly, it's not about the competitiveness of the series because this is going to be a great game on Saturday, and UND's already beat them. They whooped them a couple of years ago, but I don't know how long NDSU is going to be around FCS. I'm still an optimist that it ain't going to be long.
Oh, so you're an optimist today. You vacillate on this. Some days you're like, I don't want to talk about it. Now you're back on the upside?
Yep, I am. I just I have to believe. I have to believe. Like a New York Mets fan, for example. You have to believe.
Again, that changes on a day-to-day basis as well.
So no on that.
Dom and Mike, I would get your interested in your opinion on how good the Bison backfield really is or not. Now, we all agree the defensive line and linebackers are really good, but to me, the corners and safeties are a real weak link. It seems whenever we go against a good passing team, they struggle with coverage. I can't remember the last time you acknowledged a cover sack during a game. Am I all wet with my opinion, or am I somewhat correct?
I think you're all wet.
Yeah,
I think there hasn't been a game where they've gotten. I mean, Rittenhouse was incredible in that game at Illinois State, and they still didn't gain that many yards.
No, the SEMO game, they had one slant over the middle that went for a long touchdown, and that happens.
I mean, that was whatever.
Right.
And again,
they still won by 100.
The quarterback the other day. Teams are allowed to have good days
and have good players.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so no, the concern I think now is depth back there, because
I would be concerned with.
I mean I think the safeties have been really good actually, but with Jalen Crumby and Jalen Duffy, I guess we'll learn their status later today.
Yep.
There's been some nicks and bruises.
We've already talked about the linebacker depth.
Yeah, and so that would be the concern. Yep. But everybody's having injuries at this time of the year. And if you don't, you're in great shape.
Correct. It's November, 8th. We're in week 11. If you're doing that, and you're living pretty well.
Yeah, and so no, I don't. I think they've played pretty well.
You shared with me, FanDuel has the lines up that the Bison are a 14.5-point favorite right now.
It's down to 13.5. So the money's coming in on the Fighting Hawks.
UND. That still seems like a lot of points.
That seems a little heavy to me. I think it's going to be a close game, and I would not be surprised at all if UND won the game. I've said that since July.
Yes.
And I didn't think UND was going to be as competitive or strong in some areas that they are.
Yep.
Looking at what they had coming back from a year ago, and their defense a year ago is beyond atrocious, and it's played pretty. They're only giving up 90-some yards a game rushing, which is just, again, unbelievable for UND in Division I.
Considering where they were this time last year.
Yeah, and so that seems...
It seems high to me.
Seems high to me. Seems heavy to me, so we'll see.
I'm interested,
But the Sharps, they've only been wrong once.
Yep.
Well, twice. They were wrong last week, and they were wrong against South Dakota State.
Yeah, yep. Well, what was the line on the Jacks?
Oh, it went up to 7.5, and then went back to 6.5 or 7. Toward kickoff, and that
did not work.
Did not work out. And last week I think it was 26.5.
It was a lot there,
and that, which seemed fine, but it was. I did get a couple of messages, and I've run into a couple of people about, oh, what's wrong with NDSU? Oh, they're not that good. I
got plenty of that yesterday.
And it's like look at even the most dominant seasons in NDSU history.
Yes.
They have close games. Yep. It's college football.
I would
look at most recently, look at South Dakota State's 2023 season.
Yeah.
That's one of the top 5 FCS teams of all time. And they had a couple of close games where you just went, woof. They could have lost. They should have lost to Montana State.
The game in Brookings.
Yes, and they had another one, I think. During the season, they had another one.
I believe, was it Northern Iowa?
It might have been Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa wasn't any good.
Yeah.
It's just,
yes.
It's just, they're college kids. It's college football. It's just.
Stuff happens.
Stuff happens. Yep. It's sandwiched in between, by the way, SDSU and UND.
Right.
Both road games.
Yes.
It happens during the season.
Let me ask you
this. If they go up to Grand Forks and get beat by 3 touchdowns, then you go, ooh, good, there's something wrong here. Yeah. But if they go up there and they lose by a touchdown, they lose by 3 points, or they win by 3 points, any win at this point, you clinch the Missouri Valley Conference. You pretty much assure yourself of the top seed.
I think there are, top 2, I think they're already there.
But you would assure yourself 100% of the top seed, because you're probably going to beat Northern Iowa and St. Thomas.
Probably.
And so, I mean, it just relax. Enjoy the fact that it was a competitive game.
That's what I was going to say.
So I hear from people, oh, the games are so boring. Oh, okay. Well, you saw a quarterback for Youngstown State that was like, geez, this kid is good. I mean, wow.
Yep.
And they couldn't sack. They couldn't get to him. No. They couldn't sack him, and then he's throwing it downfield. It's like,
and people were leaving.
Yeah,
in the third quarter, fourth quarter.
Give him credit. like that Wilson kid, he had 2 bad mistakes.
Yes,
granted,
Flash Wilson,
but he was pretty good.
Yes, yep.
I mean, just it's like enjoy the game.
Nope, can't do that.
Enjoy the season. I heard I read our colleague Matt Zimmer saying, is anybody good in the Valley?
Yeah.
Because NDSU won by 8 points at home against Young. It's like, well, yeah. I think NDSU is pretty good.
I think Youngstown's pretty good, even though they've lost 4 games.
Yeah, they could be a playoff team.
Yep.
Again, that was a top 20 matchup. Okay?
Yes.
Stop and think about that.
Yep.
You know,
I mean, they've boat raced other top 20
right.
teams.
I mean, they've boat raced. They've Southern Illinois. They boat raced Illinois State for the most part.
They destroyed South Dakota State.
They just destroyed South Dakota State. They destroyed South Dakota.
Yes.
It's like, okay, they had a game where the other team had a good. I also think the coaches are pretty good at Youngstown State.
Yep.
They've was the D coordinators at Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good coaches.
All right, let's break. We come back. Much more on the game on Saturday. I want to ask Mike also. He wrote a column on the Summit League, maybe impending debacle of what they're going to do. We'll do that on the other side of the break. Back after this. All right, wrapping up our first hour. Dave Richmond going to join us coming up in hour 2 as the Bison on their way to Davis, California, with a matchup there after last night's loss to Oregon State.
That was there for the taking last night.
It was.
That's kind of a disappointing loss because they had multiple opportunities to win that basketball game and they just didn't get it done.
It's a different looking team there with what they did last season. This is a 180, I think, is
well,
what we're going to see this
I guess
year.
I have not talked to Dave. I haven't been to practice. I'm totally just going off what I saw last night. But if they're going to shoot 27 threes, they're not going to win many games because they're not
6 of 31 from 3-point.
31. They shot 31
threes last night.
That's not what they should be doing, in my opinion. Seeing the Dragons game, exhibition game, the Gophers exhibition game, I did watch some of those, and then this game last night. They're not a 3-point shooting
not like
team,
we were last year,
but they're insistent on firing 31 threes. Yeah. They're more athletic, I think, than they were last year.
Markai Strickland's a different kind of dude out there.
They got some guys that are a little bit different, kind of long, but they're just the end of the game, last 3 possessions for NDSU were kind of mystifying to me a little bit, I guess.
You wrote about this on Friday when the news broke on Denver. We just went through, I don't know if you can even call them candidates. We talked about it, I know, through text and phone call. We text and talk more than people know. What's the Summit League do here? Are there options? Because I don't think Oral Roberts is just stuck in there saying they're good to go, I don't think.
No, I don't think Oral Roberts, if they had an opportunity, and I don't know any of this. Part of the issue here is frankly the Summit League office and the commissioner just don't ever say anything. They just don't ever. Not that they're going to tell you the roadmap or the game plan.
I don't want the blueprint, but give me something.
But it's just a bunch of words. And Josh Fenton has been saying for 3 years he's been the commissioner that yep, we talk at every meeting about expansion. Yep, we talk about but it has to fit and strengthen our league. Well, who's out there that's going to strengthen your league now?
I don't know.
I mean, you're losing. You're not adding teams.
Right.
You're losing teams.
Yep.
So your league is getting weaker, not stronger. So at some point, you have to add teams so that you're not. I mean,
you still stay eligible for other sports.
I mean, I still say St. Thomas. Their end game is the Big East,
not the Summit League. No.
Or I had somebody offer to me that maybe the Missouri Valley would take St. Thomas as well, but I think the Big East with all the private urban schools,
Catholic schools,
is where they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, Oral Roberts does not fit in the Summit League at all, but they just need a place to be in a league to get
access
to the tournament.
That's it.
But they don't. They're a private school in the South. Everybody else, other than St. Thomas, are public schools in the Midwest.
Right.
Oral Roberts doesn't want to come up to Fargo and Grand Forks, and Paul Mills made no
never shied away.
He hated coming to Fargo, hated coming to Grand Forks, hated going to Sioux Falls for the Summit League tournament.
No doubt about that.
And so that's not going to change at Oral Roberts.
No. But who are you going to go get? I mean, Lindenwood?
I offered the 3 possibilities if the Ohio Valley falls apart, which it seems like there's the possibility of that happening.
Ohio Valley is not on great terms either now.
That's what I called it the doomsday scenario for the Missouri Valley Football Conference because of this new caveat they have that if the Summit or the Missouri Valley multi-sports leagues add a team, they automatically get their football team, if they have one, into the Valley. So that was a great move by this new Summit League MVC.
Because I don't even know if the Missouri Valley basketball is looking at anybody, because there's that caveat as well. If they had something, they could go in to the Missouri Valley Football Conference.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know. Again, I don't, you try to talk to people, and it's just everything about the Summit League is a state secret. It just, you can't. I tried to find out what other cities were
bidding on the tournament.
And it's like you're talking to the Kremlin in 1973. It's like, oh, okay. Like if you, on one hand, the Summit League says it wants to be out there and drum up interest in the league, and the second thing, everything they do is the opposite of that. Yep. You're taking rivalry games away from local broadcast partners to put them on CBS Sports Network, which draws, my guess is, less than 5,000 viewers nationally. If you put a Summit League game on at 3:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday in January on CBS Sports Network, you can call it national television, and I can call myself a PGA Tour golf professional as well, and neither of them are the truth. Just because I can call myself whatever I want to call myself. It just doesn't matter. And if CBS Sports Network isn't going to release the numbers, like ESPN and ABC and NBC and all these other networks do, and there's a reason why they don't, then, I mean, think about it. You know TV better than I do.
I do.
Like, how many viewers watch CBS Sports Network on a Saturday at 4:00?
Not many.
When you're up against 6 other big-time games.
Correct. They have to have programming on because they have to have programming on.
You're taking away the broadcasts from the local broadcast partners who can put it statewide in one case, who can put it all over South Dakota and North Dakota and Western Minnesota in another case, and you're doing that for a network that very few people actually watch, for no financial benefit to the league whatsoever. In fact, they took away streaming money, from what I understand, from the league schools. South Dakota State or Denver, as 2 examples, just to say, people used to pay the school to get the streaming to watch the Jacks basketball games. The league took that away and gave it to Midco, and I don't believe that they return any revenue back to the schools.
That. No, the schools don't get any of that. No.
So so if there's some secret plan out there to add some top-notch talent, but imagine if they have to stand up there and say, "Hey, we're expanding." Oh, okay, well, awesome. Like who? Oh my gosh, Western Illinois and Lindenwood. Awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, can you imagine the?
Oh boy.
I mean, if I'm one of the Dakota schools, I'm like coming unleashed for that. I mean, really?
Right. And again, because of the agreement, their football teams would be in the Missouri Valley Football Conference.
And again, the other Valley schools don't care about the football.
No, they don't.
They openly.
Illinois State doesn't care.
I mean, if they add Western Illinois, just another win for those programs.
Correct. They take it.
They'll get their 7,000.
That's why Murray got in.
Right. I mean, so nobody else cares about this except for me, you, and some people at North Dakota State. Other than that, nobody else cares. And I understand that. That's fine. But I mean, okay, great. So let's have some more 72-10 football games in the Missouri Valley Football Conference.
Murray State, have got to go here, has lost 18 games in a row.
Yep.
18 games in a row.
Good job.
Yeah.
Great job, Valley.
Yikes.
Good job, other Dakota schools voting for it because you didn't think you could beat it. You just didn't want to make a statement. Good job.
Yep.
Again, Dean Brashani, whatever faults that Brashani had, at least he had the coconuts to vote against Murray State. Yep.
Thank you again for Randy. This is fantastic.
Yes.
This is awesome. Thanks so much for that. Great to see you, my man. We'll see you later today at Tim Pollock's press conference, which I'm sure will be very calm.
Actually, you won't because I screwed up.
What?
And I still have DirecTV.
Oh.
I'm one of 37 people.
I'm with you.
Oh, okay. We're 2 of 37 people in America who still have DirecTV.
Yes.
And long story, I have to have my dish readjusted.
Oh.
So I stupidly made the appointment. But and of course.
You can't get them back, right?
No, and this is the thing. It's like every other cable or, in the old days, telephone appointment. The appointment's from 1 to 4. I'm going, well, That's not really an appointment.
Nope.
That's just
a,
sort of
that's a window.
That's sort of like a general
Yeah.
rumor of a window. Like
Concept of a
it's a
plan,
con-
right?
It's the concept of a plan. So can you narrow that down so I can live my life a little
Nope.
bit? No.
No. Oh, all right. Well,
Okay.
you can watch it. You can stream it on your phone.
I'm sure I will.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
Good to see you, bud.
Yep.
Mike McFeely joining us every Tuesday. We'll break. We come back. Dave Richmond will join us via the phone as the Bison men lost their opener. We'll get his thoughts on the game with Oregon State. I'm sure it'll be a lovely mood to chat. We'll do that on the other side of the break.